2, 1. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me holler at you. You. Hey, look. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey, let me say this real quick. Let me continue. As a matter of fact, I'm like continuing. I'm continuing from earlier, man. From when I was talking my little talk, and the sun and the heat all of a sudden decided they wanna, they wanna pop out, which I definitely agree with, man. I'm definitely in. Hold on, let me get this shit out, cause goddamn wind blowing and we ain't going. Say, look, so before the sun was interrupting my live, man, to where I'm having to restart the phone, man. So we was talking about them Negroes, man. These Negroes, right? But I do want to speak also. I can't believe what I heard about, what I saw with that Marvin Sapp. This shit, listen, man. This shit is beyond wild and crazy to me, man. But I'm just glad social media, TV, is catching everything and putting it out. So look, let me go back, cause I'm concerned about this, right? This is what I worry about, man, and I'm just being honest, and I'm unwavering about shit like this, man. But so your whole ass nigga, the whole ass nigga Gabe A come to my chat like he do every time I go live, right? And I just want to know, right? Do he? Is a nigga gay for one, man? I want to know. Is a nigga on some gay ass shit? And he's masking behind a marriage. He got a wife as a beard, cause I don't think him and his wife really fuck around. That's my opinion. I'm trying to see, nigga, you low key or you down low homosexual, man, because I'm looking at the comment. I'm looking at what you was writing in my chat earlier, and I'm like, okay, so you say, Gabe, you say you support black male media, black male content creators that you like. I know you gave me a whole bunch of goddamn money. That was back before me and you started falling out, right? But you say you wouldn't give women on here because they broke bitches or they broke women, getting they broke on, and you ain't paying no broke bitch. Landlord, what it do? Why it's so dark? Because I'm inside the truck. And it's nighttime. That's why it's dark. Landlord, RIP to y'all boy, man. RIP. RIP to Nut War Styles, all right? So Wacky oh, how you been, man? What's up with you? My thing is, so Gabe, you say you don't want to spend money. You wouldn't break bread with women because they broke bitches getting they broke on, right? But you don't mind spending money on men. And the part was confusing me was you having the audacity to say I'm online tricking, right? But yeah, you spending the same amount of money I would spend on men and I was spending on women. I would just break the bread, nigga, and pay it forward to women. You doing the same for men. And if I were to ask you, what are you getting out of it? I don't know, maybe a back chat conversation. Maybe some, because I know how niggas like Vic and JP, how Vic gay as fuck, man. So I know these niggas on his bitch really on some homosexual shit, right, from what I see. Because they actually find more comfort in the arms of other men, which is not a problem. That's what you want. What up, Black Pearl? If that's what you want to do, I don't see nothing wrong with a man actually say, look, man, I feel better being with a man. Like, I feel better in the company of a man, right? But of course, I'm not ready to let the world know about this shit because I'm supposed to be straight. I'm saying now in today's time, where you can most definitely come out and not be ashamed. No one can shame you. It's okay at this point. Now, the thing is when you get in the way of other men doing what the fuck men do, that's the problem I be having with niggas on YouTube, is you not keeping your business to yourself and minding your business and worrying about what the fuck you should do, and only you worried about what other men are doing, and you feel you have the right to say something about what other men are doing. And I'm like, why in the fuck do married niggas feel like they can tell single niggas what to do or even be concerned? Because I swear, single men don't give a motherfucker about no married nigga. If you notice what I mean, single men don't give a damn. Single men don't give a damn about married men, dog. Man, we gotta put this shit to rest respectfully, right? We gotta put this, you worried about what another nigga is doing because that's something you don't want to do? Or is it something you may want to do but don't know how to go about doing it because of the position you hold? What I'm telling you is this, bro. Live in your truth. If not giving the women is something you feel passionate about, you're not supposed to allow for somebody else who don't mind doing it to bother you, to where you saying things that don't make no sense. And you saying things that make you look suspect as fuck. That's the problem. Bitch ass nigga, what we doing? If you strongly believe in not tricking on women, you shouldn't worry about niggas who don't mind breaking bread with women. Why does that bother you? What up, Turbo, man? What up? Wacky World said most likely Gabe was just trolling you, man, personally. I don't think the gender matters, right, when it comes to lending people money. If you want to help someone out for what time, it's not a problem. There you go, Wacky. It's not an issue. It's my thing is, Wacky, I'm not opposed of men looking out for other men, all right? The thing is, when the men in the space, see the men in the space? What up, J. Ron? What's up? The men in the space, it's like you got to pick a side, man. That's the cold part about it, right? You got to pick a side. You get what I'm saying? It's like the men in the space, the ones who's doing the wrong, feel like the ones who doing right is supposed to pick their side, right? So what I'm getting is these niggas becoming like the new street nigga. You know what I mean? On some get down, lay down ass shit. They doing wrong, and anybody doing right need to get down or they gonna lay down, because they gonna terrorize the community. That's what these niggas doing on YouTube, just terrorizing the space. You can donate whoever you want to donate. The thing is, when you don't have nothing to say other than the shit you think is a roast, but you making yourself look stupid, that's the problem. If you're using the word tricking and simping because a man give to a woman, but yet you don't use that in reference to you giving to other men, that's the problem, right? And I'm just addressing this shit, man, because I like addressing it. The nigga not trolling you, he trolling his life. So I think we giving Gabe a little too much leeway, or too much. We giving that nigga too much credit, like he's a troll, like as if the nigga not really bothered. You get what I'm saying? Like we thinking that, okay, you come in and you acting like you a tech guy, you in cybersecurity, you supposed to be this so-called high value nigga, but let's say if you get a chance to look at that nigga real life, living in Detroit, Michigan, Nigga can't really tell me too much of nothing, man. If you living in Detroit, bro, in the day's time, not in the 70s, and now, you can't tell me you doing good, because like I said, you put this front on like you doing all this, but guess what? If we get into your life and look at how you live, you'll be that nigga who'll be dressing up wacky. He'll be that nigga that's dressing up in the morning, putting on his suit and tie and all that old shit, like he's really going to a hell of a job. And then he go outside, he walking, right? But he's walking to the homeless shelter, or he's walking to be amongst his homeless friends. And the homeless friends got 10 city lined up so cold to where like a real house in that motherfucker. And he's going up in that bitch, right? But in front of us, he's putting on the goddamn suit and tie, acting like he's up to par. But he done lost so much of himself because he done fell from grace. And then now when you actually follow that nigga and do surveillance on that boy, you will see he not going to corporate America. He's not going to a sophisticated building. The nigga is going, like, you know, Ice Cube on the movie, what you call that shit? What you call that shit? With him and Kiki Palmer. No. Lottery Ticket. With Bow Wow and Brandon T. Jackson, right? Ice Cube was living in the sewer. He was living underground in the sewer, right? But it was decked out. When you went down there, he had that bitch decked out, bro. But he was living in the goddamn sewer. Like Master Splinter and the Turtles and shit, bro. You get what I'm saying, my nigga? That's what the fuck Gabe. Look, niggas be living in sewers. Niggas be hanging out in sewers. I done seen this shit wacky. I done seen niggas on YouTube making jokes and they being funny. And niggas they on the corner for real. And they done made refuge in the goddamn sewer. They was sitting in that bitch. It was one nigga went into the sewer and got a woman's cell phone out that motherfucker for it, dog. Like it was two niggas held that nigga legs upside down, like how them niggas used to, on them sitcoms, used to dunk niggas' head in their toilet and flush it upside down. That's how they did that nigga, bro. And he went down, and nigga went down in that sewer like he was one of the Mexicans or some shit like that. And he went and got that cell phone and brought it back up. But then that's another wacky. It's another motherfucking goddamn. It's another motherfucking goddamn video I'm watching where you got a nigga standing in the sewer. I think he was eating some chicken or something, nigga, on the ground. He was eating, but he was talking to people. He had his shirt off. He was acting like he a regular nigga, but he's standing in the sewer eating chicken and fries, my nigga. Yeah, you entitled, man. I'm giving you what you want, man. I'm saying that you doing bad, nigga, from what I've seen about you, bro. Now, I haven't fully diced you, nigga. I just called your name out. But I'm telling you right now, Gabe, you ain't what people think you are. That's why you doing what you doing. Because you slumming it. But you really not slumming it. You actually is where you belong. You know how you try to give people a little too much credit? Like they much more than what they are. But then when you see what they actually normally, naturally gravitate to, and you like, okay, well, you belong over there. That's where you belong. And you know, black people got this issue of trying to act like they more than what they are. And it's always the opposite, right? Like what did Marlo tell that cop? He say, nigga, you want it to be one way, but it's the other way. And that's why black people are confused. Niggas like Gabe are confused why I can be doing better than him, even though I'm a truck driver, right? Why I have more money than him as a truck driver. See, he's confused. And you know, I told somebody about the so-called prestige wacky world. Listen, I told you that when it comes to black folks, your prestige is not as prestigious if your finances don't match it. So even if you have a degree, but you can't count out more money than somebody who don't have a degree, that's gonna bother you eventually. Now, as much as folks like to say, it ain't all about money. You know, when you have a certain level of certification, or if you done been to school and you done went these many levels in school, now you got a master's degree, or you got in the case of Gabe, you cybersecurity, right? You a tech bro and all that. But let's say when it's time for you to look in your bank account and you only got maybe less than $1,000 in your shit, bro. See, that don't make no sense. And then you look at Root bank account, and it's something way more, and you wondering how the fuck that nigga is able to do that, and you mad because you believe that he's got good luck, and he's supposed to have bad luck, and that ain't how it is. That's what Gabe is operating on. Niggas like Gabe and the niggas that he run with and the niggas where he come from believe that they did everything right, but they don't get the results for doing everything right. And they want to know how in the fuck they not getting the results and how the Pookie and Ray Ray nigga can outdo him. How does this make sense? This ain't making no goddamn sense, right? How the Pookie and Ray Ray is outdoing them. Huh? It's crazy. Gabe, it bothers Gabe that I'm doing better than him. He don't understand how, why. You get what I mean? After I trust, no lead in my feet. Is that right? Again, I'm just comparing the money. That's all. I'm not comparing the field. You in a prestigious field, right? But your money don't match up to your prestige. I'm way in over my goddamn head, as a matter of fact, as a truck driver. That's what's crazy, right? It don't matter how I got it. I got it and you don't right now. And that's cold. Because you want to know why. You want to know what the fuck is going on. Say, Gabriel, you can say all what you doing, but at the end of the day, like everybody, you care about the money part of it. You don't give a fuck after a while about you being a leader in the field, and yet you ain't got the goddamn money. You don't. You a broke ass nigga, bro, as I saw. Now, I haven't put your business out like that, nigga, but you doing fucked up. Your woman is the breadwinner. I looked up her salary, dog. She's making the money. That's why you can stay at home and get off panels and go tend to them babies and shit and doing what a woman's supposed to do. She's your leader, nigga. How does that work? Wait, this ain't nothing to talk. Me and Gabe ain't never been no friend. Nigga, ain't nothing to talk at, bro. I'm roasting. I'm light roasting that nigga right now. That's all. Hey, look, Wacky. Understand what I'm saying, Wacky? Why the police was always hate on the drug dealers, right? Because they'll say that drug dealers make what they make in a year, they make it in a week. And that bothers them because they doing the right thing by upholding the law, right? So why in the fuck they can't make 40 bands a week and a drug dealer make 40 bands a year? How is it the other way around? That's how I know you don't know about this world we live in. You don't know life and what life entails, nigga. You just going based on what somebody told you on this how it's supposed to do and how it's supposed to be. And they left out the things you need to know on purpose. And maybe you can't go back to them people now, Gabe, and ask them, why the fuck you didn't tell me everything I need to know about succeeding and winning? Because maybe they could be dead, right? Or they could be a little too old, or they forgot what the fuck they told you. You see how this work? Gabe, the prestige you say you have, the money don't match up to it. And me, I'm in way over my head, dog. Way over my head, my nigga, at this point. I just want to see what it's going to do and what it's going to be like within the next year. And that's going to be just a conversation between you and I is, fuck what I done did, fuck my background. We looking at you doing everything right. But then what's the most important thing is to you is money and getting hoes, and why you can't get that as easy as me. And that's what's going to fuck with you. Because you feel like I get things too easy. You feel like, nigga, I can get women too goddamn easy, and I'm getting money too easy, and you working your ass off for this shit. You get what I mean? You want to know why, nigga. Why he don't have to put in the work I done put in, and how you know I haven't. I'm going to force you to change your mindset on how you look at shit. You need to be making more than $500 a week, man. All right? In your field, you can't potentially make what I can make in this field. That's what's fucking you up. This is simply because, nigga, you ain't willing to do what I'm willing to do. It's just that the difference would be me driving and you standing home, burping babies all fucking day, man. That's the difference. Like, I'd drive 500, 600, you wouldn't. And then you'll be like, well, why the fuck he can make $5,000 or $6,000 a week and I can't? And that'd be the only difference. I'm willing to drive that many miles and you not. And that's the only thing I would have on you, right? Now, you would be a bad motherfucker if you wouldn't come out here and do that, nigga. You would be a cold nigga. But that's only if you had your own truck and your own trailer, your own company. You get what I'm saying? I'm about to confuse the fuck out you, Gabe, and everybody on YouTube who do not understand life and how life goes. All right? You don't understand how to tweak life in your favor, nigga. Or AKA rig it to play in your favor. You don't understand mentally and spiritually how to do that, man. Because you're a goofy. Because if you did, nigga, your ass, you wouldn't just necessarily be trolling on YouTube with your quote-unquote credentials. You would be running for president. Or in the case of being a mayor in your city, if somebody like a pookie-ass nigga like Kwame Kilpatrick can run for mayor and win, nah, you ain't gonna let no pookie and Ray nigga like Kwame Kilpatrick win like that on you, man. You don't make no more. I can. All right, bet me right now. You wanna bet me? Bet me 10 bands right now. You don't make 5,000 a week. What's up? Come on, man. Let's bet right now, nigga. You can't show that. I'm sure your wife do make more than me. At this point, she do. She a surgeon, bro. I told you she make 200 and something $1,000 a year, bro. That is most definitely. Yes. Yeah. So when I get my own truck and trailer, nigga, I be making more than her. Gabe, you can't show me. Bet 15 band right now. Bet 15,000 right now, bro. Bet $15,000 right now that you don't make 5,000 a week. What's up? If you make that, you can easily put up 15,000. You can get you, look, you be up, nigga. 15,000 by the end of the night. I'll wire it to whatever you want me to wire it to. If you can show you make $5,000 a goddamn week. Are you serious, nigga? Of course you have nothing to prove. Now you never have nothing to prove when it's time for you to prove anything. Why is that? I have nothing to prove to you, nigga. Yeah, you do. Hey? When the fuck I prove to everybody, nigga, it's gonna be like, well, goddamn, what the fuck this nigga on? He ain't supposed to be doing that, y'all. What is he doing? It gonna be sounding like Jerome Whiteside talking about, nigga, I can't believe this nigga driving trucks. I can't believe. You can't believe. It's gonna be a lot of shit you ain't gonna be able to believe. It's gonna confuse you, dog. I'm gonna teach you niggas about this resilient shit, nigga. I teach you niggas about persevering and pushing through shit, bro. Y'all gonna learn from Rue. So when it's all said and done, in 10 years, Gabe gonna be like, you know what? It was a nigga who I used to abhor, nigga. I used to actually be so envious and jealous of this nigga that I know why. Because he had something in him that I could only dream to have. And that nigga, he just put it in my face and let it be known that I could never fuck with him. And I really couldn't. And you appreciate this shit in 10 years, my nigga. I ain't trying to sound sexy. I'm just being real cool right now, Choco Kitty. You think I'm sounding sexy right now? If me being calm and cool and just being real methodical and laying shit out and strategic, if that shit's sexy, then I'm gonna start adopting this way of doing shit. I won't be so intense, so amped up, so ready to go unless a nigga try me, dog. Hey, I've been working on my win and I ain't losing my breath. So I can punch on niggas for about 10 minutes straight without getting tired. Why Gabe never had nothing to prove when it's time to prove. All he got to do is gamble right now. We can gamble 15 bands right now that he can't show where he make 5,000 a week. Come on, man. You talking about your wife? This is a time where you have women are the breadwinners. Women are taking care of niggas. Women are proposing to niggas. Women are most definitely taking the lead because these niggas can't. And you think a motherfucker want to argue with me when I say when a man call a woman masculine that he's insulting himself, but he's insulting her, but he's showing his inferiority, right? Through insults. The fuck going on, nigga? I know what I know. I bet you I know what I know. You see what I mean? I bet you I know what the fuck I know. See, this nigga's like Gabe, he'll make it to where, nigga, I can never get a nigga no goddamn room. Like, I can never give him opportunity to breathe, right? I would have to squash that nigga ass. Cause he better come with his A game. Cause I would do him like Jordan did them niggas in the 90s, bro. I would do him like Mayweather did them niggas he boxed against, bro. He not gonna give you a chance to ever win. You see where I'm at with this shit? Why you don't never want to prove? Like, why you don't never want to prove when it's time for you to prove what you can do? Why it's always, I ain't got to prove shit to you. I ain't got to prove. Nigga, you talk like you can. So how about you do? Right? Don't tell me about no motherfucking tricking, nigga, and you trick on niggas. The fuck, nigga? You tricking on men, dog. That's what the hell you want to do? Nigga, you ain't got shit to say to nobody else, man. Gay ass nigga, you a gay. You a homosexual, bro. You got a wife as a beard. That's it. You and Victor Hart, King Rooster. You niggas gay on this bitch, bro. I think Otis gay. You know what I mean? I think all you niggas so-called did the right thing by getting married, but y'all was masking y'all homosexuality because y'all feel comfortable in the face of a nigga, let alone if a nigga touch you. That's what the fuck you want, a man's touch, bro. It ain't just your woman. It's you. You want the man's touch. A nigga rubbing on your back and the back of your neck and grabbing you and shit and holding you and all that. That's what the fuck you niggas want. But y'all can't get out in this bitch and say this shit. Why not? Come out here and say it. You niggas play too many dick and dick games with niggas on YouTube to be straight. So we know you going if you ever get your chance to be with a nigga one-on-one. You get what I mean? I want Gabe to show that he make 5 bands a week. Come on, dog. Are you serious? I would love to get this nigga this 15 bands right now if he could show that he make 5 bands and he's been making 5 bands a week forever. I would love to get this nigga wire 15,000 to that nigga wherever he want me to send it to. I would send that shit tomorrow, as a matter of fact. You get your 15 bands tomorrow. Not 1,500, nigga, 15,000 out, nigga. What you don't have. That's why I'm at with this shit. That bitch ass nigga Warren, he gay too. Cause they rather dick ride. It's like they rather be with men. They rather do shit with men. He a Kevin Samuels lover, a Tommy lover. He love them niggas more than he ever loved his goddamn wife, man. Think about this shit, man. All them niggas, man. All y'all was going, man. All you boys are going with each other. Like what Orlando Brown said when he was talking about Ray J and Nick Cannon. That nigga said, yeah, nigga, all y'all niggas fucking. That nigga say, yeah, nigga, all y'all niggas fucking. He said, yeah, nigga, all you niggas fucking too. All y'all niggas fucking. That shit was funny, dog. That shit was funny as fuck, man. I ain't gonna lie. Tell me about no goddamn manosphere, nigga. A black brain trust ass nigga. All them complex design, all them niggas homosexuals, bro. I'm just saying them niggas act sweet. They act like they, nigga, they act like they would rather fuck with a nigga, bro. Like they fuck with them niggas, man. And I'm hearing shit about where y'all come from. These niggas who Angry Man, Grinch, motherfucking Edwin Anderson, all them niggas, BJ's Ilmore. Come on, man. All them niggas going. Niggas don't want no women. They think women, being with women is outdated. It's like a thing of the past. They taking that shit back to when Mussolini was putting them gay niggas on people, them gay soldiers on Americans and shit to distract them, and them niggas was going in the military, bro. That's how they was losing a lot of them battles. Worrying about them punks, them Italian punks, bro. As I was reading up on all that shit, these strategies that people use. These kings and these rulers and presidents was using to win certain things. Nigga Mussolini put them gays, them Italian punks on goddamn American soldiers, man. Them niggas was all getting head, bro. All of them was fucking on something, man. What up, AJ Bo? What up? AJ. Gabe say he making 5 bands, but he don't want to show it. He don't want to bet 15 that he make 5 bands a week. The nigga put on a suit and tie every day to leave the house, and he go sit in his car, or he get in his car and he go drive to the park or whatnot and stay in the park all motherfucking day, or go to the bar and stay in that bar all day. Gabe can't fight. You heard Gabe got squabbles. What? From where? You heard? Yeah, you heard wrong. Every nigga from Detroit can't fight. You know what I mean? Every nigga in Detroit ain't gonna shoot. Like you talking about thorough niggas from Detroit, I give you that, right? But you think Gabe is a thorough nigga from Detroit? He might want to rep that shit, but he ain't no Detroit. He's a tether, bro. He's from Nigeria. He's second generation, man. Nigerian American, bro. He like Akeem Olajuwon and them, bro. As a matter of fact, Olajuwon and them could be first. So he's like that. All the niggas that come over here, they look regular and shit, but they be Africans and shit. They be Nigerians and shit, bro. They be Ghanaians, nigga, or whatever the fuck. Jollof rice eating ass nigga, bro. It's like they the watered down version of a real African. But you still see them on monkey ass features in their face, like in Gabe, you see around his mouth. He got the dental structure of a goddamn chimpanzee. The nigga like a chimp by the mouth, bro. That's what had me believing that we really related to the goddamn monkey, man. And I was going around trying to say, like, yeah, man, we got the same teeth, the ears, we got the nose, we got the eyes and shit of a goddamn. You put a black baby, and a goddamn baby chimpanzee. Things together, they gonna be raised up together, bro. They gonna think they cousins and shit, bro. It's like they gonna look at each other like cousins, man. I done seen this shit. See, give me them reason to believe that cause like we primates. You get what I mean? We primates, dog. We got the same look of the monkey. No doubt in my mind that that's our family. You know how the zebra and the horse are family? They look alike, but you don't think they look alike because you think they two different goddamn people. They're the same people. Zebra and horse, they family. They look just like, right? The wolf and the dog, you know, they family, bro. They look just alike, man. They do. The human and the goddamn ape, the human and the chimp, the human. Well, let's say the chimpanzee for sure, right? I done seen the chimp, the old chimp with a bald ass head with them big ass ears like Martin, and he got a body, a muscular built body like he played football, like he Adrian Peterson, some goddamn body, man. Like he got a body like motherfucking a nigga lifting 315, 330 on the bench press. You put a goddamn chimp, a grown man chimp, in the locker room with the Eagles, nigga, and his ass gonna get in that bitch on the weights like them. You put Gabe in that jungle with them people, he gonna fuck with them, cause when niggas Gabe smile, he look just like them people, man. You ever seen Gabe smile, dog? That nigga smile and his top lip he go way up there like his straight gums, bro. Like that nigga top lip go way above the gums, nigga. And he looking like motherfucking Bubbles and shit. Michael Jackson monkey. Gabe look like Bubbles. Tell me about no goddamn Nigerian American with some goddamn squabbles, nigga. Like they say, stinking ass African, nigga. Don't tell me shit about no stinking ass African, man. They say we'll keep Akeem Olajuwon and give back Gabe and his daddy. Hey, like we ain't lying, dog. I'm about to break these niggas' hearts on YouTube, man. I'm letting y'all know this shit right now. Niggas don't know shit. They want me to be their leader, man. That's what they want. They telling me shit like, why I didn't take the manosphere and shit. I'm like, I should have, I just might come back and take that motherfucking shit and sell that shit. I'm gonna sell that shit for about $5 million. Start off, man, gotta be starting off at $5 million. Get fucked by no Kevin Samuels, man. Ah, that good old wind blowing, man. That shit feel good. That breeze feel good, bro. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. That shit feel amazing. Yeah, man. Make this shit make sense to me, man. A nigga give 100, 200 to a man. He called me a trick for giving that kind of money to a woman. I mean, what the hell are we doing? How is it? Like how is it a nigga can talk? Like, how is it he can talk? I'm confused about that. How the fuck a nigga can talk when you blowing bags on niggas on this bitch? Like I told y'all earlier, what would it look like if I was blowing bags on niggas my age, giving niggas my age range, 200 and 300 and 400? What I look like doing some gay? If that ain't gay, then what do you call that, man? That's not supporting no content creators, man. That's some homosexual ass trying to pick up a nigga, trying to holler at a nigga ass shit, bro. That shit, what's that nigga name? Who used to give Kevin Samuels all that money? That African? Like I say, he beat them Africans. What's that African nigga name? Who used to give Kevin, back in the day, that light-skinned ass, albino looking ass African, he would give Kevin Samuels like 500 every time Kevin go live. What type of shit is that, bro? That ain't supporting no content creator. That's gay, nigga. And Kevin them gay for pay, nigga. That's what the fuck that is, dog. You don't think that shit, listen, man. You don't think that shit? Yeah, Ike. Ike Oguming and looking ass nigga. You don't think them niggas get turned on? Like them hoes get turned on when niggas blow up money on them and blow a bag on them, bro. Naturally, they'll be like, oh shit, that nigga send some money. Oh shit, nigga, I'm ready to fuck something. I'm ready to shake my ass, nigga. You don't think them goddamn niggas, you don't think Kevin Samuels, you see what I'm saying, wouldn't show his gratitude? This shit just gay to me, man. I'm just saying, bro. Like I told you, man, only exceptions you gotta be an old man, you gotta be a young nigga for me to be looking out like that for, bro. Nigga 35, 45, or 35 to 50. Got me fucked up. You got me all the way fucked up. You anywhere within my age range, and you think a nigga supposed to give you 500. You can't tell me you wouldn't get out there. Y'all can't tell me. If you talking about some creepy and weird shit, nigga, that'd be creepy and weird. If a nigga gave me 500 and he ain't my brother or a partner of mine, it's just the fact that I ain't did no job. You see what I'm saying? I had to do a job to get paid. This shit just wouldn't feel right. A nigga give me $1,000, man. Let's think about this shit. You can't act like that nigga ain't gay, and I can't act like I wouldn't be gay if I'm accepting that kind of shit from a man who I didn't put no work in, like I didn't do no job for. All of a sudden, nigga gave me $1,000 cash up, man. You know something ain't right with that shit. And if I came on here, let's say a dude on here give me 500 or 1,000, it's loud ass shit, man. Come on, man. It's nighttime, man. Y'all in the park, go to sleep. The fuck we doing? Just imagine, nigga giving me 500, 1,000, and I didn't work on no floor. I didn't do no plumbing. I didn't work on no roof. I didn't work on no car for this nigga. I ain't do shit. I'm just saying, it got to be some work to where it feels like the work I did it's not gonna, it's way more than what the fuck I got paid for me to feel good to get that kind of shit from any nigga. You get what I mean? I'm just saying, bro. While I'm laying down chilling, y'all gonna see Gabe to be my biggest hater like he is now. He really gonna have it bad, dog, like he Usher in a minute. Cause that nigga gonna be so confused, dog, about the moves and they gonna make, and he can't do nothing about it, and he know it's coming. Ain't that right? Speaking of Marvin Sapp, bitch ass, now I'm trying to understand this shit, bro. Somebody give me understand this. Cause I've been saying pastors or the black pastors, the white pastors, all these. I mean, it's so close to pimping. It's like they are so close to pimps, right? That's why the pimps can go and be that. Like if you notice, let me give you an example, man. Hold on. Oh my goddamn pillow, hold up. Where my other, where am I? Here you go, where the other? All right. You know you have, in different professions, let me say this right, you got different professions, right? Hold on. You got different professions that are so close to each other to where it don't look bad, right, if you go into one field from another. All right, so let's say in the medical field, what I see, anybody wear a white coat, whether you're a coroner or you're a surgeon or you're a doctor or you know, a medical examiner, whatever the fuck, right? It's like you can just go into all that and you'll look like you in place. You don't look out of place, right? What else? Let's say coach, you got a player, a basketball player can go into coaching right after that shit, right? And he don't look bad. She don't look bad, right? You just fit right on. That's why Deion Sanders look all right being the head coach because he was a football player. That's why Dawn Staley looks good as a coach because she was a basketball player. It makes sense, right? Same rules apply for pimping and preaching, as I'm seeing that it could be pimping, preaching, drug dealing. All that shit can go hand in hand because they all tend to rotate. It depends on how they looking at it. What up, kills? It depends on like what they mission and their purpose are for why they rotating the positions, right? So a pimp want to legitimize his business and he's going to being a preacher. A preacher still be in contact with drug dealers. They still, preachers, pastors be fucking with gangsters, dog. They do. They don't denounce gangsters. They don't pray for gangsters, nigga. If they pray, it's just some bullshit prayer, but they are most definitely heavily involved in street shit with gangsters, man, and drug dealers. Drug dealers turn life around and what they become. They become motherfucking preachers, right? Everybody become a preacher. Everybody can go to the streets. And you don't see nothing that's weird. I don't see nothing strange about that, nigga. Like, niggas get out of prison, the biggest gangster, and now all of a sudden you become a preacher. You like, hold on, man. You a preacher? You a deacon? No. You a deacon. So street niggas get out of prison, become deacons. Pimps become preachers. So I'm looking at Marvin Sapp. And Marvin Sapp already had a situation years ago, like 2008, 2009, where he had a woman, he put a hit or some shit on a woman, or he was threatening a woman like he was gonna get her whacked. Cause them preachers be getting niggas whacked too. Them big time pastors, they get niggas whacked. They put hits out on niggas, man. Joel Osteen them would put a hit on your ass. TD Jakes would put a hit on your ass, dog. Because they'll think that no one would assume that it'll come from them. And they'll be the ones, because if you're dealing with a bunch of money, millions of dollars, bro, you play the murder for hire type shit, nigga. You play them type of games, man. It's not like, it ain't like people gonna ever suspect you as being the person who actually got this person killed. You the man of the cloth, right? So in the case of Marvin Sapp, you literally kidnapping your parishioners, right? And it ain't just him. Jamal, Brian, Creflo Dollar, all them niggas do the same shit. You gonna kidnap your flock, your parishioners and shit, and they gonna let you lock the door on them and be ready to Jim Jones they motherfucking ass because this is what they believe, and you can't tell black folks about their belief because they feel like you blaspheming, and that's an automatic hell sentence if you start talking against the religion aspect of life, right? So you'll be willing to give up your life for your pastor. So make no mistake about it. Everybody who go to church, they not anti their pastor like that. If they pastor came to them and say, look, man, I need you to take one for the team, whether it's, shit, kill your motherfucking self, man, or go kill somebody else, you have so many people would do it in the name of God. Let alone give your hard-earned money. Like money you don't have, but you'll give it up because you believe it's a blessing waiting, and you ain't looking at your ass being conned by this preacher that you believe in, right? It's just the fact that you believe in that nigga. That's why you don't believe he's conning you. You believe that it's the right thing to do by giving up your money, because that nigga had everybody hostage and he demanded 40 bands, and I'm trying to see how in the hell you can get 40 bands out of a black church. Like, what kind of money these niggas? Nigga want to know, in the case of the black church, unless you talking about the NFL and the NBA as a church, man, I want to know, nigga, who, how you, nigga, extracting 40 bands out of these people. I mean, they giving up their rent money, bro. They mortgage money. They car note money. You got black people so ignorant, they believe that the nigga with money is supposed to always have it, and yet you'll give your money to make sure he keeps it. Like, you'll give up your money to make sure that this motherfucker always will have money. Because you known him for having money, and you like, okay, well, you ain't gonna look right without money. That's just a psychological thing, right? Because even in sports, you got people feel like when you become a champion, you're supposed to always be a champion. Even if nigga don't want to pull for you, eventually they gonna come back and pull for you. Kind of like when the Warriors won in 2022. Even though we was tired of Warriors winning in 2018, to see them come back and win and be in a familiar spot, that was a good look for them, right? It felt good to see that, like the Spurs, like the Lakers, like the Yankees and shit, right? When Derek Jeter won their 5th ring against the Phillies, and it was just kind of good because they had won so much in the beginning, they had went a while without winning, and then they come back and win that last time. And it's like, oh man, oh y'all got your 5th ring, right? Alabama, Nick Saban, nigga go away for some years, so it's like people want to see you win after, if you're a known winner, if you be losing the shit for a while and then you come back and win again, and then people be like, you know what, I want to see you win again because I'm used to you winning and it don't look right that your ass not winning. Same thing with niggas getting money. You don't think black people want to see the drug dealer, like the nigga in prison right now, right? He locked up, he fucked up. You don't think black folks didn't want to see Big Meech having money? Like even now, since Big Meech came out, you don't think that black folks want to see Big Meech kind of go back into his rightful spot? And Big Meech is low-key doing that. But I don't think he'll do it by using drugs or doing drugs, right? Selling drugs. I think he's going to do it another way. But you don't think black folks is pulling for Big Meech to actually get back into that millionaire spotlight? That's how they doing with these goddamn pastors, man. That's why we saying as black men, if we go back to the church, that's what I'm saying, y'all need to leave us the fuck alone. Because if we out the church, we out the church for a reason. And if we trying to have a little honor and a little respect for the Bible and for religion, don't be begging for us to go back to church, because if black men go back to church, we about to start getting money out the church, bro. We're gonna, I told my mother, I say, look, at my age, what the fuck do I look like sitting in the audience, man, right? In a church where there's other men in other powerful positions and they getting bread and doing so. Why would I not be a head deacon or a deacon, period, let alone a preacher? And I'll fuck around and be a preacher, nigga. And I just might be a begging ass preacher. Give another grown man money for free is weird. That shit is weird, dog. Hey, look, your boy, your boy Rue ain't lying to you, man. Rue telling you straight up, nigga. If I go back to the church, I'm not going to be sitting in the audience like I'm 13, 14 years old. I will be behind that pulpit bullshitting like a motherfucker. I know what I know, but you can kind of tell I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. And I'll be getting paid, man. If I got to put on the front and go buy me a Mercedes and get some tailor-made suits and then just be clean every Sunday, like, what's that nigga name? The one who got arrested a while back, fucking Lamar, what's the nigga name? With the Louis Vuitton and the Gucci suits and shit like that. What's that nigga name, man? Woodhead, Lamar Woodhead. What's that nigga name, man? That's how I be, bro. Fuck it. Be running a church with a bunch of hoes in them. It'd be like a club, man. It'd be me, Fly, my gal or my wife, Fly, and all the hoes gonna be Fly. And any nigga coming that bitch, he gotta be Fly. It'd be a fly-ass church, man. Inspired church, man. Any one of them type of churches, right? Them churches where they talking about motivating your ass. The motivational church. The inspirational church. The church of resilience, nigga. The church of redemption. And I would be in that motherfucker running game. After a while, it'd be mandatory that if you ain't got $100 to come in, nigga, don't come in. $100 fee to get in that bitch, nigga. Like we, nigga, like the turkey leg hut, right? When the woman had it, everybody depositing $100 before they can get into the turkey leg hut. That's how I would do it, nigga. In my church, to get in, it's $100 fee, admission fee to get in this bitch, nigga. I don't give a damn what you saying. We gonna get money now. We gonna get money now, bro. Leave the men alone. I told black women a while back, I say, look, stop begging for these niggas to become providers and protectors, and stop asking these niggas to fight the white man and fight the Asian man and the Arab man, dog, for world supremacy and world domination, because it ain't gonna happen. And the reason why it's not gonna happen, because black men are telling you, they telling you in so many words that if they ever rise up against the white man and every other race of man, they gonna enslave the world. That's one thing keeping black men from taking power again, is because now black men in the spirit, in the subconscious of the black man, the reason why it's going against the black man, because all black men got this in a feeling. They got this in common, that if they were to ever rise up, everybody going to slavery, my nigga, or everybody gonna get killed, dog. That's what the fuck it is. I'm telling y'all, shut the fuck up and let this sleeping giant or this sleeping bear or this sleeping bum ass nigga sleep. Don't try to get that nigga ass thinking that he can get up and rise up and yet extracting resources and shit and taking from people all over the world, because it's gonna be the worst thing ever for the world, nigga. I guess the sun is most definitely gonna come to the goddamn earth and burn this bitch up. Leave black men alone, Miss Queen Sunkiss. Quit saying, oh, you black men need to build. Y'all need to motherfucking get up and go against the white boy, fight against the white boy. He gonna fight. And when he do, everybody going down. Not just them. Everybody going down. You see how they work? See, I peep shit. Let me show you why I'm so insightful about things, right? And things be normally going in my favor, because I know how to kind of make shit go in my favor based on how I look at it. See, when I look at people, I can look at their insecurities and their fears, right? I can look at, when we talk about shadow work, I can look at who's not doing shadow work, because I know it's a beast inside of everybody that only you can bring out. But I understand why you're not bringing that motherfucker out now, right? Because I know you're not going to do right by it. The people who can bring the beast out normally can do right. Some of them don't. But the majority of people who is suppressing the beast, the inner power in them, bro, they haven't unlocked that shit. They got it suppressed, oppressed on purpose. The reason being is because they know, subconsciously they know, that if it comes out, or if they work on it to come out, everybody's gonna be in trouble. No one's gonna really benefit, right? Somebody got to put that motherfucker down. That's why they ass don't feel the need to actually do anything. So when I look at a lazy ass individual, or a person who is slowful about doing things, man, what I do is say, you know what? They need to stay like that, man. Because the reason why your ass don't feel the need to do anything, and I do, but you don't, it's the reason why you don't, because you're going to be way worse than I would be. So I leave that shit alone. Because you can kind of see it now when they not are really at their best, how they be acting. So you can just imagine when they get their best, bro, how they going to... Look, my mother told me that shit about my fat ass cousins, bro, when I was young. And she said, Russell, look, man, if your girl cousin, man, if any one of them goddamn heifers was any smaller than what the fuck they are, you wouldn't be able to tell them shit. You talking about worse than any leaks, nigga. Worse than the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You talking about worse than them reality TV shows, bro. Nigga, my kinfolk, all them fat ass bitches, nigga, they stay fat for a reason, because God knew not to let them hoes be skinny or slim with a nice ass body, with their attitude and the way they act. Everybody's gonna get hell. Look at people for who they are, for what they are right now, and know that when you transform, let's say to become better, it's gonna break you down to where you're not gonna have no reason to ever become arrogant. You're gonna be so humble because you done been broke down, and it's gonna always remind you, dog. But see, this quick fix shit, BBLs and shit, niggas want to get them liposuction. Everybody want to transform their body in the day and all that. The reason why you see the hell in them people and why that's worse for society, not because they fucking their body up, it's because You giving these people a false confidence, an ego boost about them that's making them dangerous as people. That's why me slowly but surely, nigga, I'm sitting back as I build up money and understanding how to build that shit up day by day, brick by brick, compared to somebody giving me what I got and how I would be just so fucked up with it. But it's a little different when you building up day by day and you get to a certain point and you're like, you know what? I can't afford to be on fuckery. As much as I thought that if I had this amount, I would go to the strip club, I would ball the fuck out. But the fact that how I had to get it makes me always remember I can't lose this shit no more. Because it didn't come to me fast. It took all day for it to come. And by the time it came, I was like an older guy. I was past going to the strip club. I was more in a grandpa, in a pawpaw goddamn state, to where I was waiting for my children to have a goddamn a baby, have one of my grandbabies and shit. Because whatever was in me understood that in my 20s, I couldn't be where I'm at now because I would have fucked up everything I got going on. And it's timing. Why am I saying all this shit? I am saying sometimes you gotta leave folks the fuck alone, man. You want to see people do better, that's cool, but you wanting people to do better, you trying to make them do better, man. It's the reason why they ass not doing better. And they didn't need your help. As much as they might say you need a boost or you need a push and a lift and all that, man, look, you got motherfuckers who understand how to do that. And you got to wonder, how is it you do, how you know this shit and they don't know this shit. I have to pop this back. If I could pop this goddamn shit, boy, I'd be so thankful. I gotta go to chiropractor and get this shit decompressed, man. Oh, man. I'm just thinking, man. I'm just thinking about some shit, bro. Mm-mm-mm. So I don't know, man. My thing is, I'm just thinking about this shit, man. I'm just thinking about, okay, how quick I got to 40 years old, man. I'm just thinking out loud. So, like, y'all just hear what I'm saying, man. Hear me if you're listening. So I'm thinking about, how in the fuck did I get to be 40, damn near 40, man? What kind of shit? So I'm looking at, okay, my children age, and they teenagers and stuff, right? And even people younger than me. And I sometimes want to know, do you think your life and the way it's going now, that you ain't got no control about the future outcome? Like, do you feel like, because leading up to this point now, all right, let's say in the past up to now, it is what it is. You can't do shit about it. You really can't. But like, what do you learn from your 20s and your teenage years and your early 30s and mid 30s? Like, what do you learn from them times to where you understand now you don't want to necessarily be a certain age now? Let's say go into your new decade of ages on that same type of shit. Like, what do you learn of your particular past that you feel bad about, or that you're not too proud of, and you allow for time to get by, you allow for opportunities to get by you, You understood what you could have did, and how maybe your life could have been different now. Like, do you think about this shit? Like, if you would have made a certain move, tweaked something in the past, right now would be totally different. I'm sure you do. I'm sure a lot of folks do, right? So my thing is, do you feel like you too old now to tweak that shit? Like, do you feel like you at the age to where you don't need to try? Because I'm looking at these late bloomers and a lot of famous late bloomers who really got their life going in their 50s, 40s and 50s and 60s and shit like that, right? And became icons and legends. And I'm just thinking, okay, well, maybe your best life would be when you older. Did you sign up for that shit? Like, do you sign up for shit like that? Do you make a contract, a spiritual contract before you was born and say, look, man, I want to just go through all my bullshit when I'm young, and then when I'm older and I'm over the hill, that's when shit fall into play. Because I'm comparing that to, if you look at sports and you look at how some people win their championships when they're young, some people never win championships, but some win when they're young, and some might win at their last time, like when they older, like Al Horford and shit, right, for the Celtics. Like, you'll win your first championship in 17 years. Dirk Nowitzki, right, won his first championship in year 13. John Elway, you win your first championship year 15, year 16 type shit, right? So what I'm saying is, if you got past your prime in winning your life championship, do you still feel you can win a championship now? That means if you just stop doing what you're doing, stop what you was doing that was fucking up, and you actually just stop the bleeding and you look at yourself and say, you know what? Yeah, I'm 41 years old right now, man. Or yeah, I'm 51 years old right now. And at this moment when I'm supposed to just give up and just not give a fuck about it, ever trying to get what I wanted to get, I'm supposed to just let this shit go and say, hey, it probably wasn't for me this lifetime. All right, fine, I can deal with that. But then you realize that you're not in bad shape. You're not really fucked up. You still got everything you need to be able to get out here and fight. And do you just tell yourself straight up, okay, if I started today, would it make sense? Like, if I started something today to lead me to some shit, maybe it might be another 10 years, dog, all right? And acknowledge the fact that you starting so late, that this is part of your punishment for why things are happening maybe later, is because you just now getting on it now. So you have to kind of go through the phase that everybody went through. It might be a 10-year phase. It might be a little longer. But you still believe you actually can achieve the things you set out to achieve when you was in your 20s, even though you 50. Like, do people talk about this kind of shit? Not just looking at motivational videos, man. I'm saying, talk about this shit amongst their friends and their peers and say, you know what? I still want to go and do what I was supposed to do in my 20s, man. And I'm 40, I'm 45, and the time when I'm not supposed to be doing shit, but just taking a loss and counting my losses and just goddamn accepting this shit for what it is. I just want to know, is this life that damn cruel to where I can never get my chance to do what I want to do and how I want to do it? So let's just say if you thought you would be dead by now, right? Let's say, you know, folks say, I might be dead. Like, my son told me some dumb ass shit like that, which is, it's true what he's saying, but how he said it was like how you hear a lot of people my age saying this shit, right? And I'm saying, so you see yourself being 30 or 35, and he said he do, but he said he also could be dead too by then. And I said, well, you could. You're right. That's facts. But what if you living like me and your uncle, right? What if you living in your 30s and you live like your mama and shit, right? We all in our 30s, late 30s and shit, right? What are you living? So you just assuming your ass might not be living in 20 years? So that's supposed to make you feel better as a black person, to assume when you're young, or let's say assume, period, at any given point, there's no need for you to try to get something started, to redeem yourself, to try to get in a better position, because you're assuming that maybe in 10 years you'll be dead, man? Is that supposed to make you feel better? Is that supposed to make the situation better, though? for why you just never tried it. And you know you're supposed to. And the reason why your life is not going the way it's supposed to, because you bypass these opportunities many times, and you thought that shit wasn't for you, and you just made every excuse in the book for why you just cannot get on it now, right? And now you telling yourself, ain't no need for you to try because you might be dead in 15 years. All right. So what if you are? I do believe in, me personally, I just believe in late bloomers though, man. I believe in folks when they get older and more wiser, and now they're not as distracted by the little bullshit that they would be, or they would have been when they was young. I think a lot of folks can actually say, you know what? Excuse me. I'm trying to see, don't want to get on the road right now, just drive. Hell no, I'm chilling, fuck this shit. I'll get up in the morning. I believe in late bloomers to where you tell yourself, you just gonna try it. And maybe after a certain point, you'll put your heart into it. So maybe the first 6 months, maybe the first year, you're just gonna try something. And you're gonna try to work towards it. You're not gonna actually get too excited. You're gonna just work every day towards it and see how it's gonna be. And you building up some spiritual currency, in my opinion. Because about you doing something on a consistent basis, you know, that account for something for when you might need something to go in your favor. And that's how I look at shit too, right? It's like things you do on a consistent basis, that's you applying it towards maybe your goal, that you might need it for the future, and it might come in a form of giving you some pretty good little luck, right? Like shit just might open up for you, only for you, and go your way. And it won't go for nobody else's way but you. Because what you did prior to this moment, and you didn't know, okay, this opened up the opportunity right here. Like, that what I was doing kind of like just got me ahead of the line, right? Like, let's say if I'm doing something consistently on a regular basis, and I know that my opponent is not, or anybody I'm just around is not really doing what I'm doing, guess what? Like, by me just having that advantage and putting in physical work, putting in strenuous work, right? Doing things, doing mental work, that when the time come, I jump the line. You skip the line, bro. Folks don't understand, like, how in the hell you, man, you got lucky, nigga. You an overnight success. And all that. Nah, nigga. It's the shit you was doing that contribute to this thing you was going for. And the fact that you got so routine in doing it, so good at doing it, when it was time for an opportunity to be presented to you, you was more prepared than anybody. That's why you was able to skip the line, because you was ready. Like, it's like being ready on site, all because of shit you've put in, the work you put in prior. It's for that moment to where you ready on site. You ready to go on site, nigga. And you don't know when the moment gonna come. It's just the fact that you always ready for it. Because you train for the shit. However you train for something. I'm just trying to see, man, do people have that mindset of it's never too late, late bloomers, and understanding your position now that you are too grown to be playing with shit. You're not gonna let this shit get past you because you on some childish ass shit, and now you're gonna take it more serious. And now you get in the game and you just like, all right, I'm not coming out until I get what I want. All right, then now the things you would do, you'd be too afraid to do it 10 years ago. Like, I know I'm rambling, but I just want y'all to hear me though. I see this shit in life, man. I see this shit in life, bro. It's just always the moment to where you overcame your fear. You had your chance, right, to overcome a fear. And you made a move that made everybody jaw drop, dog. Like, what's that jaw-dropping moment for you that people just didn't think you would be serious about certain things because they know you, or you done goofed up shit prior to this shit, but then all of a sudden now you've been trying to tell folks you serious this time, and they don't believe shit until this one moment you kind of like took people breath out their body, and you like, hold up, man, what the fuck did he do? What did she just do? Those moments, man. Motherfucker hearing like, hold on, so and so, you did what? And it was something amazing, but yet it was something great. But at the same time, it put a curve for the better, right, in your life, and your life start going another direction. I think everybody get that chance though. I feel everybody get that opportunity to where they have a chance to make a drastic change or make a statement that would drop the jaws of everybody around, take the wind out of everybody's system, out of everybody's lungs, not the wind out their stomach, huh? And will make people kind of look at you now in a different way. Whether you transform your body and you went from being on the fat side, right? You've been on the chubby side, and then let's say 2 years, 3 years later, you've been hiding. 2 or 3 years later, you get it back on Facebook and Instagram, and your body snatched, right? And everybody like, what the hell? Like that. It ain't one of those, I see you losing weight, and I see you losing it gradually. It's kind of like you a total different looking person. That moment. Motherfucker can't even recognize you because your face, man. And you look way better. You don't look worse. You look way better to where I wouldn't even know that was you type shit if I just didn't look hard enough, or if somebody didn't tell me that was you. Shit like that, right? Or even, look, even if you had to punch a nigga, knock a nigga ass out one time, your first time knocking a nigga out was at a restaurant. I don't want you to fight in a restaurant. I'm saying you could have been somebody who's been getting punked at one point and you wasn't good at fighting, and let's just say this one chance, you got a chance to hit a nigga straight in this shit, and that nigga knocked on his ass, bro. It's like, we talking about, what's that nigga name? Hakeem Rockman, when he knocked out Lennox Lewis and shit, bro. Or Buster Douglas knocking out Mike Tyson. Them kind of moments to where you like, who in the fuck is this nigga knocking out Mike Tyson? And you become a legend based on that. All I'm saying is, I feel that everybody got their moment. I feel you had your moment. I feel you got another moment. Like, I feel you can build your way up to a moment to where you know when it's here, not to freeze the fuck up, that you gonna jump on this shit. Like when Nate Diaz and shit jumped on Conor McGregor. I remember that shit, bro. I remember that fight when Nate Diaz was already outnumbered. He was out-favored. He wasn't favored in that fight, but he had a chance to choke Conor McGregor out, and he saw it was a slow. As I looked at that fight, it was slow, because once he got him on the ground and he had his opportunity to jump on that nigga neck, bro, it was like he knew he just had to do that. It was nothing else for him to do. He could not allow for him to get back up. I've seen him Quentin Rampage Jackson on fights where he just had to slam a nigga and had to do him like that. It was like, if you would have given a nigga another chance to get up on his feet, you would have lost. It was those little small moments to where I know for a fact, if I don't do this now, I'm going to lose. And that's the point. When you taking so many goddamn L's in life, you ain't looking for big wins, bro. You looking for small wins now, dog. You know how to small win now. And a nigga might think you a hoe ass nigga for that shit, bro. Like, you a hoe. You a lame ass nigga for taking that little bullshit ass win, bro. That was a bullshit ass win. Because everybody wants you to blow somebody out. That's black men for you for sure, right? Black men want you to blow everybody out. They want to see a knockout. They want to see, nigga, a one-sided, lopsided ass victory. Black men really don't like to see. I love them. Let's say when their team is in a situation where they got to grind this shit out. Your favorite basketball team got to grind this out this last minute or two because it's not decided. It's close. And you got to grind this shit out to a victory. And your team is going back and forth. A lot of black men don't like seeing that shit because it kind of like, it brings insecurities in black men that they could actually excel in the moments. So they don't like seeing their favorite team having to go wire to wire or have to go down to the wire, down to the wire to get a W, because black men feel like if it's like that, they gonna automatically lose. And a lot of black men don't want to take their fucking challenge, man. And I never understood that shit. Like, how How is it, my nigga, you don't want to ever take this challenge of just seeing could you come out on top, even though the game is tight and you could be outnumbered and you not favored, but you can come out on top and you can just slow walk this shit out to a victory. You don't want to take that challenge one day to see, are you built like that? Because we know you might can blow somebody out, but that doesn't really tell the story, right? You been able to whoop somebody's ass doesn't tell the story about you, because that doesn't mean you can win every fight. That means that you had these fights that you probably pick and you can outright do somebody who you know who can't fuck with you. But what about the nigga who can fuck with you and he getting the best of your ass at first and it look like he's about to win? What about you fighting niggas like that? To where, nigga, you can't run from this, you can't run from this ass whooping. But if you gonna win this shit, bro, you can't just automatically assume by you making one good play that you know that's gonna be the game. No, it's gonna have to be, you might have to make 10 plays like this and you still can lose, but you are willing to make 10 plays, 20 plays like this, dog, and know you can still lose. But for somehow you find out you're not gonna lose, nigga, like you realize I'm not gonna lose this shit, dog, because I'll be down, man. Black men be running from shit like that, man. I hate that. I hate that black men run from moments like that. The 1-point victory, the 2-point victory. I hate that black men are scared of a challenge and scared of competition. And they duck that shit. And they want to pick on motherfuckers, man. They don't know how to respond to getting picked on. In my opinion, that's why the black man be losing. He haven't studied how to get to small wins. He don't know how important it is for him to get the small wins. And we talking about every day you doing something to win. Every day it's adding up. You understanding how you could have lost this shit and you end up winning this shit. And folks don't see what you're doing. They don't care about what you're doing. They don't know what you're doing. But when you get your chance to show everybody, you want folks to say, that was luck. You want people to come at you and say, nigga, you an overnight success, nigga. And you a wonder, not a one-hit wonder. Not a one-hit wonder, right? You could do this shit 10 years straight, man. I'm just telling you, like, what I be thinking about when I be riding, bro. And the things I be applying. And it ain't came out to the light, but I'm sitting back just watching. And I'm like, man, I know for a fact the shit that I be actually, excuse me, figuring out is gonna count for something eventually. While I'm living and breathing and before I get too old. They ain't gonna tell me the things I be figuring out in this truck and been figuring out for 10 years, man. When I told Sapp, I say, nigga, I done broke the stock market, man, just based on reading the candles. I actually know, and I'm still learning. I'm getting to the end as I feel it. I'm to the end of finally knowing. And I'm getting that, I'm seeing it now. It's like, it's like I'm at the ends, the wit's end of the shit before it become permanent or what I know. And from when I started this shit in 2014 all the way to now, of just studying the stock market and studying the candles and studying shit like that, man. It took that over 10 years, you see what I'm saying, for me to actually say that, damn, okay, I finally figured out this shit. I finally figured out all the things that I need to figure out and the things I need to put in play for this shit to actually work. It's like, it's not just one thing. It's not two things. It was all facets of this game. And it has to all to be aligned. And it has to make sense. See, the reason why, like, let me show you the reason why I talk about the people who know me know that I've been trading stocks off and on, but I've been studying every day. And I haven't been profitable like that. There's times I have been. And it's what you looking at, it's what you seeing. It become common sense once you figure that shit out, man. But it's not easy to figure out. So like in the case of, let me give you an example, right? Of what I've been studying. In the case of the stock market, man, put it like this. You hear people on YouTube acting like they know what they're saying. I sit back and be listening. And I'm like, all right, he knows something from a beginner perspective. And I'm just trying to see, all right, he take as long as me to learn what I learn? Maybe. Could I just tell a nigga right now what to look for and how this gonna work on every goddamn play, every chart, every time frame? Or should I just shut the fuck up and don't say shit and wait for somebody to ask me? It's certain things about the stock market, man, that you have to know before you even get into the game, man. You have to know. It's the first thing I look at, man. First thing you look at. I'm just rambling, right? So y'all just bear with me. I'm rambling. The first thing you look at for anybody who's in the stock market, before you even trade a stock, man, you have to make sure that the beta is going to be positive. And it's like 2 times the so-called the rhythm of the actual Dow Jones or the Russell 2000 or the S&P. You know, you got to look at the beta, right? You want it to be at least 2 times. You don't want it to be negative nothing. And I fucked up in the past because I would have a beta of a negative, and you talking about taking all day to catch up to the rhythm. Yeah, it takes all day, man. When it comes down to the stock market, it's different plays being ran at one time, and you can look at it from different perspectives, right? The thing I look at is I look at short ratio, I look at short percentage, right? The percentage. It become common sense when you look at it, the percentage. If it's a short ratio, which means that you have short sellers, people in a short position. But fuck that. The shares outstanding compared to the float. The float has to be way smaller than the shares outstanding, bro. It cannot be as big. If you got 1 billion shares outstanding, you got to have a couple million on the float. That's what the retail trader, that's what me and you are trading. All right? You don't want 1 billion motherfucking shares outstanding and 1 billion float. That's not going to make no sense to you. You won't be able to get in and get out. But the thing is with the short ratio must be, as I thought it would be, 60%, but it got to be way more than 60%. And these things are hard to find. That's why when you find these type of stocks, you can make the money off of them. Because the short ratio, if you're looking for the ones you want to profit off of, you got to look at the 80%. You got to look at 80, 81, 85, 87, 89%. Of you got a lot of people in this small ass float are going short, and you understand that, okay, the short ratio, let's say the short ratio is 10, let's say how it goes, right? It goes 80%, but the short ratio might be like a 10, 1, shit like that, right? And you give it some room for about a month or 2, maybe hell 6 months, right? You know that this will be a big move going in the opposite direction, because the days it's gonna need the actual cover is well over 10 days, and that's mean you'll be in the buy position and you'll be able to profit for like at least 10 days, probably more than 10 days, right? Maybe for that month, depending on how good of a buy pressure it is, right? But the thing is, the short ratio got to be like 80%. Motherfucker told me, nigga, it was 60%, 55%. And as I looked at it, I'm like, why would that make any sense, though? That don't make no goddamn sense. That don't make no sense. Because that's not enough for me to say, you know what, out of 10 million float, you got 55%. 55%, 50% is going short, and other 50 is going long, and you telling me that's a safe bet? That's not a safe goddamn play. What you understand about this stock market shit? That it's in a favor of selling, bro. It's like it's not in the favor of buying, because buyers don't be coming in like that. The sellers, let's say, sell would be more realistic, because when the buyers don't want to buy, the price must go down. And I want you to know that too, that this is a sale market. This is not a buyer's market. When you got good buying, that's like really temporary shit, dog. But yeah, you can get in on it if you understand what you're looking at. But when you always know, okay, if it's not going to be buying at this point, it's going to eventually sell, because it need to sell to attract more buyers. Obviously, if it's not buying here at this point, it need to go down up under it to get more buyers. I'm just talking a little shit, man. That's just one side of the game, man. It's other parts that you gotta look at from looking at the candle. I don't know why I'm sleepy. I am. You guys will see what I'm saying eventually. Nah, ain't nobody ranting about you, nigga. I'm ranting about some shit you can't explain, nigga. I'm talking about stock market right now, and stocks, and how to read them, and what to look for, and what's automatically gonna be a win compared to these guaranteed losses that niggas be losing their account and blowing their account up. They don't know what they looking at. They don't know. They listen to niggas like you who's giving generic advice. Somebody who don't know how to get to the bottom of it. And yeah, if you did, you wouldn't tell nobody shit. That's how I know niggas on YouTube talking about they giving stock advice don't know shit. Why? Because if you really knew like what I knew, you would have to be quiet. Cause then you become a target. Cause motherfucker be like, nigga, how the fuck he know that? How the fuck he know all that shit, man? How do he know that? Nigga can break a whole bank with that knowledge. I'm sleeping, man. I'm finna go to sleep, man. Fuck this.